You know, it's unhealthy to be a hate in disguise, and I say that respectfully. Like I said, my content is not for everybody, and I say that accordingly. Because I'm moving accordingly. I'm in my own lane, my mind and my business. At the end of the day, who's truly for me ain't gonna go against me. Who's truly for me is gonna respect me. At the end of the day, when it comes to my creativity, the energy is different. Because I know how to self-reflect to stay in my lane. I understand at the end of the day, I ain't got to discourage nobody, let alone kick them down. We are all not the same. You know, God works in mysterious ways. I don't worship the devil. That energy is different. But I say this respectfully. To anyone that's watching me, watch me at the end of the day. There was over 100 people that was just watching my last live. And I actually appreciate your time, to the genuine ones only. But at the end of the day, save your drama and your trauma and your trolling at the end of the day for your mama. It's the thought process for me, because I don't care. It's the thought process for me. This is the problem with society today. When you be yourself, you're doing too much. When you be yourself, it's not the norm to stay in your lane. At the end of the day, when you ain't projecting charm and pain on an innocent person, when you're minding your business, see your worth at the end of the day. What someone actually sees within me at the end of the day, wow, you may not see, but that's okay, because you're not for me, and that's all right, because God did not install us to be the same. It's a thought process to me. You know, when it comes to appetite, you may have a high status when it comes to appetite. You know, you might like something, you may disagree with an appetite, or appetizer, whatever the case may be. That's okay. The way our digestive system is not the same, and that's okay. But be yourself. What you disagree to like at the end of the day, that's okay. What you like, that's fine with you. But at the same time, at the end of the day, leave your negative energy for somebody else who actually cares. It's a thought process to me. If someone wants to be themselves, you can't tell someone not to be themselves. And I say that respectfully, especially when they don't have malicious intentions, when they're not out here discouraging someone, when they're not out here kicking their neighbor down, when they're not out here manipulating innocent people at the end of the day to cause poverty and pain on someone's mindset. It's a thought process to me. Just like when you bring a child up in this world, you will want them to be themselves. You will want them to be their authentic self. And let them know at the end of the day, we live in a world where it's so one-sided. You got to be careful at the end of the day when you continue to stay in your lane and love yourself, to recognize that everybody is not the same. And that's okay. It's a thought process to me. Someone thinking they're giving you advice, but then giving you advice at the end of the day, only to realize they don't even take their own advice. It's the thought process to me. I said what I said. Hello. But it's true. How you giving me advice? How you giving someone advice and you don't even take your own advice for yourself? Take that self-reflecting to get in tune with who you truly are at the end of the day. It's a thought process to me, because we are all not the same. We're not. Make it make sense at the end of the day. Like, I don't understand the one-sided mindset when it comes to common sense nowadays. People screaming, I'm grown, I'm grown. But you don't even take your own advice, projecting that advice on someone that you can't even level up to at the end of the day, to take the acknowledgement. You know what? I done said something to somebody, but I need to sit back and relax and install that within myself to find me. Because you don't even know yourself, let alone your self-worth, to understand growth at the end of the day. But you projecting your trauma, your pain on the innocent person who's minding their business in their own lane because they could be themselves. That energy is different. It's the thought process to me. Calling somebody whack and corny or whatever the case may be, whatever you want to put in your book, only to realize you fell short when it came to common sense. Self-respect, stay in your lane, projecting whatever you've been through on an innocent person. We are all not the same. That energy is different. It's a thought process to me. Be mindful and wise what you put into the universe. And I say that respectfully because the good God, I don't worship the devil. The good God sees everything. And the good God sees when you're trying to kick someone down because of the fact that you don't have, what is it called? Confidence within yourself. You don't have self-respect for yourself. To understand and self-reflect, to stay in your own lane, to believe in yourself. Let your dreams become your reality. But you worried about someone else's path that God already installed within them because their steps is already ordered. The energy hits different when someone understands the math. It's a thought process to me. We are all not the same. It's called respect, neighbor. And respect goes a long way. I ain't gotta kick someone down. I ain't gotta play somebody close to manipulate their character at the end of the day to talk about he say, she say, dang, when the math don't math up. To destroy someone's character. To manipulate somebody. And when God was in the room and God saw what you was doing, you only called judgment on yourself because karma is real. But someone wasn't trying to hurt nobody. You projected your trauma, your pain, play victim to hide your hands. You didn't say that day. Only to realize you poked the bear, didn't like the reaction. This type of stuff happens every single day. It's a thought process for me. We are all not the same. Like I said, my content is not for everybody. It's not. And that's okay, because I don't want to be like everybody else. I'm myself. I'm myself. I'm myself. I love myself. I could recognize the look in the mirror. I ain't got to wear a mask to be like somebody I'm not. Yeah, I said what I said. Far from a copycat. And I say that respectfully. It's a thought process for me. When you understand your worth, they're not going to see your view. When you're paying attention to mentally go within to love yourself, to treat yourself right, you ain't got to antagonize nobody. They kick them down to destroy their character, or let alone go back and forth with somebody. He say, she say, dang. Only to realize you poked the bear, didn't like the reaction. Now you got to mentally go within to understand your pain. That energy is different. Leave innocent people alone because you don't have self-control for yourself. And we are all not the same. I ain't gotta have malicious intentions towards my neighbor to destroy their character or let alone make them feel like they're not worthy of themselves, because we are all not the same. Far from big mad at the end of the day, I'm just in my own lane elevating. Something that you couldn't get in tune was knowing your worth before you actually said what you said that day. It's a thought process to me. If you pay attention to my content, you will see at the end of the day, this is who I am. I'm Naya Genuine Love Respect. I say who I am, and I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. I ain't got to have to gaslight nobody to play them close at the end of the day, let alone kick someone down. Because the good God has been favoring me, and the good God shows me what a miracle looks like up close in person to understand my view, to understand that I am truly favored, and I ain't got to hurt nobody. I don't want to dish out karma at the end of the day. No. What an uncomfortable seat. Just to kick someone down and make them feel unworthy themselves. That's mad unhealthy. But we are all not the same. I don't got to play victim to hide my hands. I don't got to lie on somebody at the end of the day or pay somebody to get information about somebody at the end of the day to still come up short. Because this type of stuff happens every single day and it's so unhealthy. The norm became to kick your neighbor down, destroy their character, to play victim. Wow, when the good God saw what you was doing behind closed doors, we are all not the same. It's the thought process for me. I gotta go. Like I said, my content is not for everybody. If you're sensitive, at the end of the day, this is not somewhere for you. You're not a genuine one. You're nothing but a troll. And I say that respectfully. Go find a seat somewhere else, and I say that respectfully. Have a good day. I am the original owner of all my content. Every video for video that I put out. And I say that respectfully. I'm only moving on the good God's time to understand my worth at the end of the day. To be myself, something that you couldn't get in tune with, neighbor. It's knowing your worth, to stay in your lane. It's a thought process to me. We're all not the same. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooks you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. And you deserve to be treated with respect 365 days with no more intention to bring harm to yourself or others around you. Protect your energy, because not everybody is deserving to be part of your journey. And that's okay. It's not a crime to love yourself, to recognize that everybody's not for you. It's a thought process to me. I attribute time to the genuine ones only. You know, when it comes to healing trauma and pain, it would never be an overnight process. So never allow someone to manipulate you or take out your thought process, in your pockets or your eyes, to allow you to believe it's the norm or the norm, that healing trauma and pain, it would never be an overnight process. So don't allow someone to gaslight you or manipulate your character. You matter, you're worthy. You know, God works in mysterious ways, and I say that respectfully. I love who I am. I'm able to self-reflect, to look in the mirror, to recognize I ain't got to wear a mask to gaslight myself or innocent people. It's a thought process to me. We're all not the same. How God works in mysterious ways. When God hasn't given up on you, overlooked you, God is still being patient with your process. Don't overlook yourself and give up on yourself. I'll see you time to the genuine ones only. Have a good day. Have a safe week. Have a safe month. Have a safe year. Have a safe weekend. Protect your energy, because not everybody's over your time of your day. You matter, you're worthy. Stop the violence. Peace and respect. Say respect your neighbor. Stop the violence.